Hello, this is Devin Love Andrews with channel Devsky1 on YouTube, and here I am with the lovely Kristen Kravickas.
Hello.
Hi. And so today's topic is reasons why you should be a social worker. Now, why are we talking about this? You're probably wondering. It's very simple. I'm a social worker, and she's in school to be a social worker. She has her internship.
That's correct.
Yep. So we have some stories to tell.
Mm-hmm.
So to get started, why don't we, Kristen?
Sure.
What made you want to be a social worker?
Well, basically a social worker is, people don't do it for the money. They do it because it's self-fulfillment. They do it for their own worth. And they say that social work is a thankless job. Well, you put so much effort in it, and yeah, people don't do it for the money.
Yeah. So, to you people out there, if you're planning on going into social work, planning on making a fortune, forget about it. Yeah, because basically the place where I work, when you have your master's degree, and no other experience, your starting salary is $30,000.
Wow.
30,000. Yes, I know, right? So yeah. So I mean, if you're in this field for the money, find another field. I'm just gonna start out with that. But
yes.
Yeah.
And people, they choose to become social workers because of their own well-being, and they want to help others. And although it's very intense, it's also rewarding, extremely rewarding.
What kind of rewards do you get from this?
You basically get, well, you feel good. It makes you feel good, and just knowing that you're helping somebody.
Oh yeah, like that's definitely true. I will say that as a social worker, especially in the mental health field, the most rewarding days that I have are the ones where I go home, I'm dead tired, my brain is fried, because there have been times when there's someone in serious trouble where I'm actually trying to talk them down, calm them down, and it can be pretty exhausting, but those are the days that have been the most rewarding for me, like knowing that I made a difference. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's the reason why I decided to get into it, because originally I wanted to be a child welfare investigator, but considering that the state of Illinois, it's extremely hard to become a state level social worker, for the simple fact that because of budgeting, there have been a lot of cuts. But I got into this field starting with my internship.
Ah.
Yep. And so I've stuck with it since. And so, and there are some people there, they really do need your help, and basically for the little that you give them, they really appreciate it.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They appreciate it more than you know. And they actually are where I currently intern. It's just amazing to see when I walk in, everyone is glowing. It's like all the clients just come up and they say, "Hey, Kristen." One of the other clients, she goes, "Give me a hug." Yeah. It's so cute. It's like I'm making their day.
Oh yeah, and basically you are, because part of being a social worker is you become part of their hope. You help them to see that hope, that there's hope out there. Hope that they have difficulty seeing for themselves. That's one of the most rewarding things about it.
It's just seeing the smiles on their faces. Now that's rewarding.
Oh yeah, especially seeing the relief on their face. Like when clients come to me, when they have paranoia, or when their OCD is acting up, they come and they ask, well, this is what I saw, this is what I make of it, what do you think? And when I try to talk some sense into them, clarify things, they just feel relief because they know that
somebody's looking out for them. Somebody's providing them with comfort and support, which a lot of them have never had, even from their own families. And in my agency, a lot of them are awards from the state. They're either the parents passed away or they just gave them up. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like what I always tell people who are going to the social work field is that and I'll say it to all of you because it's true. Social workers pretty much are the ones that are sweeping up the trash that's caused by the discrimination. Like when civilization creates a wound, it's the social workers that are putting the balm and the bandage on them and then showing them how to avoid such wounds. So that's technically what it is, because it, especially considering all the people that we work with, like those with developmental disabilities, those with mental illness, children in foster homes, the elderly. These are the people that society likes to ignore or throw away. So these have basically been the victims of Darwinism. I'm going to be blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now we've told you all the good things about why you should be a social worker. So Kristen, what do you say we talk to them about some of the bad or at least tedious things that they're going to put up with?
Mm-hmm. Well, basically, the state of Illinois is bankrupt. You all know that.
Yes.
And actually, the United States is pretty much in a hole.
Yeah, forget God bless America, God help America.
Yes, I agree. And so because of the state is bankrupt and because of the economic climate that we're in currently, a lot of the social service agency programs have been cut. Therefore, a lot of the individuals who were in the social service agency programs, they're moved to other programs and it's filled to capacity.
Mm-hmm.
There's just way too many clients for in my agency, 6 people to deal with 30 clients. And mind you, these clients are severely physically and mentally challenged. They need one-on-one support, not a group of 10 support.
Right, what the heck?
Yeah, so, and a lot of them do not get individual attention. Also, another thing is the employees. The staff members get bogged down by the fact that they have so many clients. And unfortunately, they don't get paid because of all the work they do and all that support that they give to these clients. You're advocating for the clients, yes, but you're also advocating for the employees as well. And unfortunately, with this economic climate, a lot of the employees are getting paid nothing. They're getting paid in pence, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's dirt pay.
Yes, it is. For all they do.
Oh yeah. Because if you really look at it, your social workers are doing 6 different types of things, 6 different types of job categories, and they're being paid for half as much or a quarter as much. It's ridiculous. But and then of course you're another thing about the social work field that you have to remember is just because you're helping these people doesn't mean that they're always going to appreciate your help, and it doesn't mean you're always going to be safe.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the clients, many of the times, the clients don't even want your help in the first place. But we know that it will benefit for them and for their safety to get them, what they need. But many of them, they have rights too. They're clients. They're human beings. They could refuse.
Exactly. They have a right to accept our help or to tell us what we can do with our help.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is. And then even those who are accepting your help, like there will be those who will manipulate you or put you in harm's way.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, in my experience, like that basically that hasn't always been the major issue, like the major deterrent. Like and Chris and I, we talk about this all the time. The major deterrent in the social work field are those people in the top, hidden in their little offices, who don't see what you do, only look at your productivity and your lag time. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit this, but a month ago, I got written up. Now, mind you, I've been getting very good reviews every year. I got an exceptional annual review this year, but I get written up. Guess why? Take a wild guess. Because in my agency, you cannot have lag time less than 6.9 days. Mine was like 8.2 days, and it was a very irregular month. Like, I'd gotten a new client. There were all of these
There's all these situations that arise.
oh yeah, emergencies. Like,
yes.
Like, there's this one person, not even a client of mine, she didn't live in our building, but she was like an outreach. She was having an emergency, so we had to go out. I had to go out, drop everything. I was right in the middle of an appointment with one of my other clients on my caseload. And when we had gotten that call that she was in trouble, like that she felt she needed to go to the hospital, I had to drop everything, cancel that appointment, reschedule it, go to her apartment, and because of how she lived, there was no way to get to her gate, I had to go into the alley and scream at the top of my lungs so that she can come out. And she did, and we were able to leave the situation. She didn't need to be hospitalized. So that all this stuff going on, but it didn't matter to those people who probably aren't even basically like, they weren't even social workers. They were basically just accountants who knew absolutely nothing about social work. All that mattered to them was numbers.
Mm.
And so, I mean, in a way, I can understand where they're coming from. Like, I mean, sure, like, as Illinois is bankrupt, like, we have to worry about what's going on, and making sure that we get those numbers. But on the other hand, we're dealing with human beings here. And we social workers are human beings too. We're not robots.
No.
But
we have feelings.
yes.
And we wouldn't be in this field in the first place if we didn't have feelings.
Can I get an amen? Yes, exactly. I mean, if you really look at it, why else would people, put themselves in debt with student loans to be underpaid if they didn't have feelings, if they didn't care?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah. So, but still, you don't have to deal with them as often as long as you don't end up on their radar. So, with all of these things that we're talking about, don't let that stop you. If you really want to be a social worker, don't let what I call, no, I'm not going to say that on international television, but but don't let those people deter you from doing that, because
also know your boundaries. That's very crucial in the social work profession, especially when when we were talking about the clients trying to take advantage. Employees do that too. The hierarchy does it too. You have to know your boundaries and know your limits and think before you speak too.
Yes.
Because you're dealing with a very, very sticky situation. Working in an agency is very sticky.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. Know your boundaries. I had to learn the hard way because, since I care, I've basically put my boundaries away to help clients. And so, that's okay to a point, but sometimes you can't go too far And that's how you get burnout. Like, that's one of the top reasons why there's so much turnover in the social work field, is because people get burned out too easily. They don't know when to say, I've had enough, when to say no, so they get burnt out. They don't take their vacations. They basically work themselves into a situation where instead of providing the services, they need to receive them.
Yes, again, what I was saying before, it's not just advocacy for the clients, it's advocacy for the employees as well. Both, in order for a client to be happy, an employee needs to be happy.
Yeah. In other words, even if it has nothing to do with the workforce, like if you have some problems going on in your life, and you're a social worker or you're planning to be a social worker, get the help you need. Like go to counseling, or if you're working and if it's work related, go to your human resources department and ask about EAP, or the Employee Assistance Program. They're there for you, and it's free because the agency pays for it. So, and they give you short-term counseling on how to deal with work-related stress or even general types of stress. But learn to go there, learn how to take your vacations. I mean, they give you those vacation days for a reason.
In order for you to help your clients, you have to help yourself.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not going to be given. You're not going to really be able to give them the quality services they need and deserve.
Yeah, I agree. Well, very good discussion.
Yes, very good. Do you have anything to add?
Just that, go social work.
Go social work. Yes. So yeah, definitely. So if you're if you're in college now or about to go to college, you don't know what you want to do with your life, but you know you want to help people, social work is a very noble position. Like, the career itself, since you're not getting paid much, is a huge mitzvah. So you do this, not only you'll be rewarding those that you work with, you'll be rewarding yourself twofold. So definitely.
Yeah. We stated the positives in social work and the negatives. Don't let the negatives bring you down, because there are a lot of positives in social work.
Exactly. A lot of positives. Yeah, it's very rewarding. Yeah. Well, yeah. So, again, this is Devin Love Andrews with channel Devsky1 with my guest,
Kristen.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, exactly.
And have a very nice night. Signing off.
Yes, goodbye.